Hi, Paul Jenner here from Purified Golf, the golf mechanic. What I want to do today is talk about spine alignment and shaft flow. I've had a few emails recently from some previous clips explaining the actual position of the spine of the shaft when we glue it in. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate and show you today what the right location is. As you'll see, every shaft can be in a different position. There's no one neutral position to glue a shaft in, as a lot of people out there will tell you. So let's have a look. We're going to first find the spine of this shaft. It's a nice Javelin Mitsubishi shaft. We're just going to do a 3-wood, and I'll go through the process, show you how it's done. Okay, so follow me over here. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're just going to put the shaft in the bearing machine here to find the spine of it. Okay, so we just pop it through. Okay, we've got another bearing here, so I'm going to load the shaft, and what will happen is the spine will generally come up on top. Sometimes I've got to roll it just to find where the tough bit is of the shaft. So I'm going to put this over the end, about an inch or so, pull down on it. Okay, so we roll the shaft, and straight away I find the most solid position there. So what I'm going to do now is going to mark that position. So that's the actual spine of the shaft. Okay. So mark it up here on top. Okay, so now this is where the confusion with a lot of people comes in. Okay, so you can see I've marked the spine of the shaft. What a lot of people will tell you is that the spine of the shaft has to go on top, 12 o'clock. Okay, so if I'm looking down the shaft, at the top, 12 o'clock, right on top. So that spine is there. Okay, I disagree with that. What we're going to do, I'm going to demonstrate here. So what we'll do, I'm going to try and build the club to flatline flow, flatline oscillation, so that it bends back and forth on the most stable position. So depending on the head size, weight, center of gravity, this can actually change. So what we're going to do, I'll start at 12 o'clock. I normally start around here, 3 o'clock. That's my position that I'll start on, and then I manipulate as we go through. But what I'll do, because a lot of people tell you it needs to be at 12 o'clock. So we'll start at 12, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so it's got a 3-wood head. Stick it on, nice and tight. So I'm going to get that face so it's nice up and square. Okay, I'm going to load the shaft and let it go. So what we're looking for is a nice backward and forth flatline oscillation. Okay, so the spine's on top. Okay. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit out, a little bit over, a little bit under. Okay, so you can see it's not a flat line, it's pulling over the top, it's going over then under. Okay, so we need to get the spine, we're going to go back down to 3 o'clock where I normally start, and then I'm going to manoeuvre it from there. Okay, so I'm going to rotate the shaft around to about 3 o'clock. So basically when we find the spine of a shaft, it's just a reference point to speed the process up. So we're just trying to create a flat line. Okay, so finding the spine for me is just a reference guide. Okay, every club's going to be slightly different. Okay, so you can see at 9 o'clock it's way out, it's cutting under. Okay, so we're just going to play around in about 2 degrees increments now until we get it right. You can see how sensitive it is. I've only just moved that a little bit, and it's close. Half a degree. Okay. So it's getting pretty close now to a flat line. Just touch. You can see how sensitive shaft there. If I move that just the slightest little bit. So you can see, some shafts can take 10 minutes to get the right position. So that's pretty good there. So I would consider that a nice flat line. Okay, if we come and have a look over here, okay, you can see the spine of the shaft is actually just underneath the 3 o'clock. Okay, so you imagine a clock, 12 o'clock on top, 3 o'clock here, we're down about 4 o'clock. For this particular shaft to create a flat line oscillation is at 4 o'clock. Okay, so the next club I do might be at 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Every club is going to be slightly different. You cannot glue every shaft with the spine on top or in one position. Every club, to be perfect, has to be slightly different. And it is a slow process. It's a manual process to get it done properly. Okay, hopefully that explains the process of spine alignment and flow in their correct position. Like I said, every position is different. Okay, for more information you can contact me, www.purifiedgolf.com. Enjoy your golf. Paul Jenner, Golf Mechanic.